Ladies and gentlemen, a lot has been covered since morning regarding the global environment, geopolitical environment, and where does India stand. I don't think India is a weak country. India is a powerful country, emerging power economically, and militarily also a very strong country. In the recent meltdown, the only country which could withstand the economic pressure is India in the entire world, which speaks, as you see, the market rating as where the market is going today. But where we are weak here. We have a muddled mind. Our leadership doesn't have clarity of mind. There is no strategic perception. There is no strategic vision because of which we have suffered. I will try and cite a few examples since we got independence where we have faltered, where we have blundered. Our first blunder is Kashmir. We created Kashmir. Our government created Kashmir. When the Pakistanis in the garb of raiders invaded, the army pushed them back up to Poonch and Uri line. The army requested, please give us a few more days and we shall restore the international border and push them back to Muzaffarabad. But in the wisdom of then government, the matter was referred to UN and it became an international issue and Kashmir was created and we are living with that and we continue to live with that till Pakistan is there. Second blunder, Tibet. Giving away Tibet on a platter which has been covered by various speakers. The third blunder in 62. Since army after 48 was not engaged in any conflict, the government thought that the army should be employed to construct buildings for the nation building. The country didn't know that Pakistan had constructed a road. They had marched 5 divisions. Our ill-equipped army, ill-trained army had to face Chinese and we got bashing from Chinese and they gave us a bloody nose and humiliation. The next blunder. After partition, when India and Pakistan were divided, Pakistanis had 1/3 of the armored regiment. Till 65, Pakistan raised up to 2 armored divisions and we had only 1 armored division. Had we kept that parity, the outcome of 65 war would have been entirely different. But again, lack of strategic vision and perception of the government. Thereafter, what happened in 71? Armed forces got victory. We had 93,000 prisoners of war. Imagine our Kandahar hijack. 100 and more civilians. The entire country was crying. What would have happened in Pakistan when we had 93,000 people with us? We could have dictated terms and sorted out Kashmir problem once for all with Pakistan, but we didn't do that. Instead, the country which we freed and created Bangladesh, that started creating problems for us. The insurgents, Ulfas, were being trained till date in Bangladesh. And that has been all due to lack of vision that what we want to do, we have not been able to achieve. The last blunder was IPKF operations in Sri Lanka. I was doing higher command course. Myself and General Pitre, who was here, we both were Colonel GSs there and intimately involved. We were the first one to land in IPKF headquarters. I asked my then vice chief, who became chief, sir, what was our national aim and what was our military aim? Because the military aim emanates from the national aim. I didn't get any answer. Obviously, we had no strategy. With the result, the same LTT which we had trained, and I would say in my home state of Himachal Pradesh, we had to fight those people. And the casualties which were there in Sri Lanka, that of LTTs, were being treated in Chennai. What a shame. I mean, that is the perception and the policy which our then government had. I mean, these are the kind of